All right, good morning or good afternoon, rather. The Chairman, Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center, our legal department, co-comrades and legal viewers. I'm Kwemi Solushola, all at legal departments. I'm streaming live on 93 Allen Avenue branch of the case of child access denial reported by Ms. Ogechi Osisioma against Mr. CHUKWUNONYE Madubike. Please join us as we interview for a peaceful resolution. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center. Follow on our TikTok Center for Justice and Balance Gist for other marital and visa information. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so let's hear from you. What is your complaint?
Okay, ma'am. My complaint is access denial to my son I had with Mr. Chukwunoye Madubike. I have a son for him who is 5 years old. But before I have that child, we've been having problem. When I took in, I called him. I told him that I'm pregnant. He said I should abort the baby. That he's not interested. I have someone else he wants to marry.
Continue.
But the family stood by me. They said I should not
Hello.
abort the baby. They were all saying that I should keep the pregnancy. Right from day one till when I enter 8 months, he never cared. He never sent money. It's his family that once in a while they will call. They will send me whatever they have, that I should keep pushing, that everything will go well. So when I enter 8 months, I came to his house around 8:45. I knocked. The man did not open door. He came to the door and said, "Who is that?" I said, "It's me." He didn't open door. He didn't let me in. So I have nowhere to go that night. I have to stay there till the next day. Around 6 a.m. in the morning, he opened door. The lady he was inside came out, and I went inside. There I healed him. I said, "Today, maybe you kill me. So you have this mind that you did not let me in. You did not open door for me because you are with another person inside." So there I later leave him because I don't have strength to struggle with him. So
Can you speak loud?
he went to work that day and came back and told me face to face that I will suffer and die. That he's not interested. He has told me that he's not interested in this pregnancy. Why did I come to his house? So since then, I've been staying with him. If you go to work, he will not give me money. The little money I have, I'll be using it to take care of myself. His brothers, his family called and said he should give me money to register for antenatal. Then he said Laila is not interested in the child. That I'm working, I should take care of myself. So one of
Yes.
his brother, the money for the antenatal is 16,500
You're
then.
the one that
So
called
the
me.
brother gave me 10,000 to register for antenatal. Then I added my 6,500 to register for antenatal. So I registered like
continue from where you stop. So you can start for the network. Go ahead.
Okay, where I stopped, I said when I fall in labor, I called him, he didn't pick call that day. I called the sister and the brother. The sister said I should go to hospital, if I should manage and go to hospital. So I went to hospital because the hospital is not far from our house. So from that morning till evening, no, nothing. They said the baby is breech, that I need to deliver through CS. So they called him, his brothers came, they called him. He said he's not coming. So one of them went to the house to go and beg him. After begging him, he managed to come. So they told him to sign that he's going to the operation. He said, Laila, he will not sign. That signing for as what? As wife or as what? And he will not sign. I was in pain on the bed there, hearing what he was saying that day. The next thing, he left the hospital premises. It was one of his brother that I called on phone and said, this is what's going on. Oh. Please, can you come to the hospital? That one quickly come. And he came, he prayed with me and said, don't worry that he will sign. Brother Dominic, that one signed. And they did CS that day. So after staying in the hospital for like 8 days, he said I will not come to his house. His sister said no problem, that he will take me, that she will take me. She took me to her house. That is where I spent my homework for like 2 weeks, 2 months there. Because I was working at Abeokuta then, I don't base in Lagos. So after that 2 months, when I want to go, he gave the sister 10,000 naira to give me. I said 10,000 naira is too small. She said I should manage it. So I take a taxi from here to Abeokuta, 7,000. So when I got to my working place, I reported, and they said since I have baby, that I can no longer stay in the company house because where I'm staying is company house. The company that employed me, they are the one that rented the place with order of my colleagues. So they said I should get a place to stay. So I have no option that to accept because for that time I don't know my stand. I say okay. I called the family, the brother, I say see oh that they do not allow me to stay at the company house. They said I should get a house. I have like 50,000 naira, but they have I've seen. They said it's 120. Please, if they can help me to add money to it so that I can get a house and continue with my life since I don't know my stand for now. So the brother said he tell him. Later, he said we called him. He said, lie, you they sack me from the work. I should go to village and stay. From there, query. From query to sack letter. After like 2 weeks, they give me to leave the place. I could not get a house. So I left the job when they have given me a sack letter and come to Lagos. So the day I came to Lagos, his door was open. I was lucky. I entered. He pointed at my face that today will be the beginning of my problem. Since I've come to stay with him, that I will stay here in pain till the day I will leave the house. I did not answer
Is
him.
that to me?
I did not
Call it.
reply him. So he said sitting room will be where I will stay. The only place I have access in the house is sitting room. I did not reply him. From that day, the flat is 2 bedroom flat. He locked the other one, took the key, he's staying in the other one. So that sitting room is where me and my baby have been staying with my 2 months old baby then. In the night, I will put a mat on the floor, put all my clothes, wrapper, and put my baby. Sometimes I wear my baby like four clothes or more than. Then put 2 caps for my baby and lay him on the floor. He will go inside his room and sleep. Food, nothing. If he's going out, he just go out very early. He will leave the house without food, without asking me anything. Pampers, the little money in my hand is the money I'm managing to buy baby's pampers. I'm doing exclusive that time, so I was not buying a baby milk. I'm doing exclusive. So this thing continues like that until when the baby fall sick one day. They said it's cold. I begged him, I say see, how can me and this newborn baby be sleeping on the floor, and in the night you will enter inside your room, sleep on the bed? We are suffering. The cold is too much for us. He said he told me the day I enter here that I will suffer. I said, what of this baby? He said he doesn't care. That whatever I'm doing is not his business. Once I decided to come and stay with him, that is the day my suffering started. That's where we are managing. I'll be managing with my baby till when the baby enter 10 months. We live there. We live in the sitting room for 10 months. So one day, he's not the kind of person that have visitor. So one day, one of his friends came and noticed that we live in the sitting room. He called me. He said, is it, are you living in the sitting room here? I said, yes. He said, what happened? I said, that's how I see it too. He said, don't worry. So when the man want to go that day, he gave me 5,000 and said I should not worry. So that day, when he came back, he said, so I'm telling his friend that I live in the sitting room. That who am I? I should have told the person now that he has made up his mind that he will never ever marry me, that he has someone in my present like this, that I will be here, that he will get married to that lady. See that lady that I saw that day, that's the lady he wants to get married to. I did not talk. So after like 1 month or thereabout, the the man came again and called him and said, even if you are doing something, what about this baby? Even if you are having problem with this woman, what of this baby? At least you should have, because of this baby, at least pity this small child. He said he's not interested. That when I took him, he told me to abort it. I said no, that he give me money. I decided to keep the pregnancy. That anything that comes out of it, I should take it. That he's not interested. Whatever like that, the man should not even say anything. That he don't want to hear anything. So when all these things are going on, I keep on telling the family. They say I should calm down, that he too calm down, that since the other lady know that I have given birth to him, that marriage will not work again. All the family, all of them, they all liked me. They like me. I don't have any problem with them, both the mother, father, all of them. He's the only one that insists that he's not going to settle down with me. But I keep praying that maybe he will change his mind. So we keep living there. So one day, that's his friend that came the other day, come to the house again and said, I have told you what to do, and if you do it, it will be, everything will go well. They now told the man that don't worry, he will know what to do. So after like when my baby enter 11 months, that was at around November, the first move he made is to come in the sitting room where I'm lying with my baby, to come and touch me that night. I woke up. I said, what are you trying to do? You say you will not marry me. You have been suffering me since how many months here? Now this night you want to come and touch me. Don't try it though. You said I will suffer and die, and I don't want to enter another suffering. If I take in again, it will be another double suffering. Please allow me to be. Let me stay here. If this baby drop 1 year or what, I'll just go my way.
So while you were there, the woman was coming in or how?
That day that I entered.
That is the first day you went.
Yes, the lady was inside.
When you were living in the parlor, was she coming?
No, the lady is not coming again. So yeah, I told him that he should not touch me that night, that please he should go. He left. After like a week, he come again to come and start touching me. I said, leave me alone. You said you don't want to marry me, then why are you coming to me again?
You are repeating yourself. So what happened?
Yes. This is the second time he came again to touch me at night. I said, don't do this. I don't want. So in the morning, I called the mother. The mother was laughing. I said, your baby is already 11 months. Give us another grandchild. And he said you don't want to marry. If you now have another child, you will know that it's by force that you settle down with you. I said, ma, I can't do this kind of thing. I'm already suffering on this one. So after some times, around that ending of November, he came to me in the parlor one night and said, since everybody is supporting you in my family, and it's as if maybe I don't want to listen to them. Okay, we are traveling by December. I want to go to village with you. I say, me, I'm not going with like this. I'm not eating very well. I'm breastfeeding and I'm not eating very well. Look at the way I lean. He said we will go to village. I said,
Which
I'm not.
person village? Your own village or their own village?
Their own village. We are from the same place. We are from the same town. So I said, I'm not going. That if I go, if my family see me like this, they will not be happy. If you want to travel, you should travel. That night, he was like, okay, don't worry. I will go and beg your mommy if I go to village. But you follow me. I said, I will not go. So I
No,
let
then
him.
don't tell me all those stories. Go straight to the important thing
Okay.
that we need to hear. You want to go to village, you're not going to village, your mother
Mm.
is seeing me, your father is not seeing you.
Okay.
Just go straight to the point and talk
Okay.
important to one person will just
Fast forward to what caused
already the pain.
problem. He he had problem with in his office where he's working. So he traveled. He left the village. He left home with police were after him. He left.
Police will after him over
Yes,
what?
he had problem where he's working. He had a, a business problem. So he was
Say remove it.
police was after
Second
him.
one,
We were
release it.
looking for him.
First of all,
So
let
he
am
left the
make
house.
something first. Then you remove this area.
He left the house. Uh,
Relax back. Leave the chair. Relax back.
so fast forward to what bring this problem now is he had problem in his office where he's working. Maybe that lady that he wants to marry from his office is now bringing problem to him. So later they sacked him from the office. But before then, the business he did there is a coding business. So police were after him. So he left the house. And the day he was leaving the house, he put 7 million naira in my account. That this is the money they have, and give the brother 5 million naira to keep. So later someone paid 3 million naira, making it total of 10 million naira. So
In
he
your
told
own account.
my own account. So he said I should keep the money. That one he give the brother is maybe the brother will be giving me money from there to take care of the family. So from there, later police came to arrest me. When they arrested me, I came back the next day. Then he called me that I should move the money, that they will still come and arrest me again when they investigate that such money is in my account. So I have to put the money out, and he said I should put it inside to his friend's account, Mr. Tony. So that's where I put the money. So when the police came again, they were asking me about the money. I just told them that I was robbed, that 419 would cashed me, and I have used the money, and even the owner of the money is not aware that the money is not in my account again. So one day, so he called me that someone paid 300,000. I should check my account. I check. I said I didn't see any money. He keep calling. I should check so that the person will not run away with his money. I said I did not see any money. So he sent the brother, and the brother should go to the bank with me and see if maybe the money is there, but I'm saying it's not there. So we went together to Access Bank. The senior brother would ask, he didn't give me chance to even go and meet the customer care. We went there together, and they were calling how money entered and how money go out of their account. So when the brother, he mentioned 7 million, 3 million, the brother was like, did my brother give you 7 million and 10 million, 3 million? And I say, he give me, he said I should keep it too, but it's not in my account again. He said, where is the money? I say, he said I should put the money to his friend's account. So the brother was angry with it. So the brother, when he called the brother where he is, the brother said, you gave your wife 10 million naira to keep, and now the money is not there. She has moved the money to another person, which is your friend. How come? How are you careless? What of if the person run away with your money? So the brother, the thing bring problem between them. So later he called me and said, you see, for the brother to know about that money, that once he came out, that I'm living in his house. I was like, it's not my fault now. You are the one that say your brother should follow. He said, why didn't I deceive the brother? So that I said, there's no way. If I'm doing anything, he would think I'm hiding something. So that's how we get to find out that there is such money in my account, and I've pulled it out. So that is it. He keep telling me that except he will not come back, that once he come back, that the marriage will not hold again. So after like 9 months, they were on the case. Then when he came back, the same thing he said over the phone, he started acting like that. So the first day he came, he said, I give you 5 days to leave my house. I was like begging him, what is it? He said he give me 5 days. That if I don't leave in that 5 days, I will know the kind of person he is. I begged him. He did not accept. On the fourth day, he called me, said, today, tomorrow, you know you are leaving this house. I was like, is your house paradise? If you say I should go, I will go now. If I go, I will still survive. The next thing, this man beat me like nobody. See wound, yeah, all this wound is a belt, even on my head here. This is belt, the head of belt, the iron side. He use it beat me that night like nobody. I ran away with my baby around 12 to his brother's house. So that's where I slept that night. So in the morning, the brother called him. He did not pick. The brother came to the house. He did not open door. So I went back with the brother. Around evening again, the brother said I should go home. I went back. This guy started beating me again. Beating me. He beat me. I nearly even died that day. So I ran to woman rights near our side. When I got to the place, they called him. They said he should come. He said that rain is falling, he will not come. I said he's mobile. They were telling me to go back, that they have talked to him. I said no, if I go back, that this man will still beat me. The kind of beating I've received since yesterday is too much. I may even die. So after much, they follow me. Two of them follow me. Before we get to the house, they have packed my things, bring them outside. So the woman rights lady said, since he has packed your things, are you taking them or what? I said, let me take some of them. I called the brother. The brother said, bring your things to my house. Since he has packed your things away, bring them. I took one bag and started going to the brother's house. The rest I cannot carry them because I am already down. So when I went to drop the first bag, he start throwing the other ones in the street. It's my neighbor that we are packing them. So I didn't go back again, and my baby was upstairs sleeping that time. My son is 2 years then. So well, immediately I got to the brother place, I was restless, I was tired, I was down. So they were pouring me water. I fainted. They were pouring me water that day, so I couldn't go back to go and carry the remaining things. So I was there at the brother's house for like a week. Then I went back to go and pick my son. He said like that he will kill me, that I should go. He has taken his son, that whatever that concerned us have ended today.
How old was the child?
Then he's 2 years then. So I said, Emma is too small, give me, so that he will stay with me. He took the child to his not his sister, cousin at my two. That's where he took the child to. So I went to his house. He said, any day I come to his house to ask for Emmanuel, that he will give me. So from there, I went to Aswani police station to go and complain. So when I got there, they informed him. He came. He said he will not bring the child. They said the child is too small, 2 years plus. How can he stay with a baby of 2 years? He should give it to the mommy. He said he will not give me, that I should go. He will take care of the child. So there, they say he should go. Then Wednesday we should come back. So on Wednesday, as they told him when he's coming on Wednesday, he should come with the baby. So as he's coming to that Wednesday, he didn't come with the baby. He didn't come with the baby. So they now detained him and said, since you did not come with the baby, call whoever the baby is staying with to bring the baby. So he called the girl, and the girl bring Emmanuel to Aswani Human Rights. There, after the judgment that day, they handed over Emmanuel to me. Aswani police station, their human rights there. Their human rights there. So they give me Emmanuel. They give custody of Emmanuel to me that time. They left. They said I should allow him access. And by then, I'm living with the brother, the senior brother. When he sent me away, the senior brother said I should come and stay with them. So I was staying with the senior brother then. So there, he doesn't come to visit, he doesn't come to do anything. After like 6 months, he just come once. That day he came, he bought Milo and one sandal for Emmanuel. After that one, he did not come again until I leave the place to Egondo, where my brother is staying. So during that COVID-19, he said he want to spend that holidays, that long holidays with Emmanuel. I said okay. I sent Emmanuel to his house with 3 clothes. So after like a week, they did not resume school back, that long lockdown. I s- uh, I s- I went to his house. I brought more clothes to Emmanuel. So when school resumed, I went back to go and pick Emmanuel. They told me that that Dima is no longer here. That is at packed out. I said when? But I was here like last month now. He didn't, no sign that he's backing out. They say he used to remove things at night, small, small, small. I called him, he didn't pick. I sent message, no way. I went to the family, but they are not in good times. Nobody know his way. I said, do you know where he parked? They said no, they know nobody. Since then, I don't know that he has parked to Ogun State. He's not in Lagos sef. So since then, I'll be trying, calling, finding a way at least to know where he's living so that I can start.
Did you eventually find where he's living?
Yes, at Ikorodu, at this thing, Imota, Ogun State.
So what now happened after that?
I went there to make sure if he's living there, he's living there. So I went to FIDA to go and complain that please, you should allow me only access. Let me be taking the child, then I'll be bringing him to him, and bring him back. That I don't want to take him because I don't want his problem since he decided that the child should stay with him. I said let me have access to the child.
So
So
the child
that's
staying
it.
with him or staying with the cousin sister?
No, he has picked him from the
Child
cousin
staying
sister.
with him.
Yes, during
So
that
who's taking
COVID
care of the
19,
child?
nobody. During that COVID 19, he said that long
How old is the
holidays.
child now?
He's 5 years now.
So
That time
the
he's
child
too
goes to
close.
school. Who picked the child from school?
Now he has married. He married last year.
Okay.
Yes, he's remarried now. So I went to FIDA to go and
To the
report
same
this
woman? To the
to.
same person you met there?
No, I don't know. I have not seen the wife. So I went to FIDA to go and report the case. I said he denied me access to the child. At least let me have access first.
Oh, that's why it's a setback.
Okay. I said at least let me have access to the child. Not because he knew if I have access to the child, I may take the child. That's why when we went to FIDA, they invited him that first time. He said he's not around, that he's not in Lagos, that he traveled. I called village, they said he's not in the
So
village.
eventually what happened?
Eventually, he came with the boy
Mhm.
that day. They told him what I want. They told him, Fida told him that I want to have access to the child. He swore, remove his slipper, that he will never allow me to take the child home. Like. That what he can allow is he will stay. The child will come. I'll just stay with him, maybe like 20 minutes. Then I will go.
Your
He will
own
take,
child again?
yes, he will now go with the baby. I was like, it's not possible. Me, I'm supposed to tell you this kind of thing because of all your behavior from pregnancy till when I put to bed. So I'm the one that will tell you this kind of thing. How are you treating me like this? Is it because I don't have anybody to speak for me? That's why I come here. So that day, they told him to go. I
You
told
don't
them,
start again. You must touch this table, Abi.
okay.
You
So
must sit to
that
the
day,
table to do your
so
demonstration.
they told him to go with it. When I want to go and touch the baby, he start crying. Emmanuel start crying. You are not my mommy. Oh. My mommy is at home. I say no, I'm your mommy. Oh. I start showing him pictures. I say I see me and you now. See you when you are baby. See you when you are
The 5 years boy.
the five.
So you have not been seeing the boy
For
over 5 years.
2 years. He was in my custody when he was 3 years. Then
How
when he
can the
picked,
3 years boy not to know him?
I don't know. If I want to go and touch you, say don't touch me. You are not my mommy. My mommy is at home. I say no, that one is your stepmother. I'm your real mommy. He said no, no. So they left that day. I was crying that day at Fida. They said don't worry, that they will do everything they will do it well for us. So when he left, I told them that this holiday now that I want them to resolve it so that I can take him and spend these long holidays. So they said okay. When they called him during that holidays, he said he's at east. At a point I say this man is around, I have to trace him again and go to Ogun State. He is there. I told them that right now I'm at that place and I'm seeing him, and when you call him he will tell you that he's not around. Tell him that you see him. That's how he will. So I came back that day. On last week they gave me someone to go with me so that that person will be an evidence to me. And we went there, we saw the man, he's around. That's when they now called him and said, Oga, so you are just playing with us. You said you are around, but you are around. He now say, I just came back yesterday. So he came with the baby that day, Wednesday, on the 9th of this month at the feeder there. So he came with two lawyers. So as we are talking, he said his own part, and I said my own part. He said that yeah, this child can never be with me. As they were saying, the feeder woman said, okay, madam, do you work? I said, yes, I work. Are you staying alone? I said, yes. Can you take care of this child? I said, yes, I can take care of him. See, as you can see, I'm a young woman. I'm not disabled, I'm not mentally sick. So the other woman said, ask Emmanuel, are you going to stay with your mommy or your daddy?
Can you do what?
Are you going to stay with your mommy or your daddy?
How would they ask the child that kind of
The
question?
the baby start crying. I'm not going with her. Oh. She's not my mommy. Oh. I will follow my daddy. I will follow my dad and start crying. I wanted to carry me. Say, leave me, leave me. I will follow my daddy. I will follow my daddy. The other woman say, see, we can't release the child that is not comfortable with the mother now. See now, she's not comfortable with the mother. So how can we release the child that is not
So
comfortable
eventually
with the
what
mother?
now happened?
So what happened is that when they now say this, I was heartbroken. So I now pick Emmanuel outside. I said, do you want biscuits? He said yes. I now took Emmanuel to go and buy biscuit. From there, I take my son home. That's how I took him home. So
Okay, from there you take
yes,
the child. When
home.
you took the child to go and buy biscuits,
biscuit.
and they were still upstairs, or
Yeah,
they were
they
still
were.
in their office.
Yes, I took Emmanuel home because I was heartbroken when they asked that boy, who are you going to stay with? And the other woman said, he's not comfortable with you. How can we release the child that is not comfortable with the
Hold
woman?
your child very well. They should go and sue you in court to appear there.
Yes. So I left with the child. Since that time, the father and the feeder, they are using police to chase me up and down.
Which police?
Where I
Which
work
police station?
at Ikorodu. They don't allow me to go to work again. I work. My boss have given me time to sort this thing out since 2 weeks.
Do you have the feeder's number?
Yes.
You give us the feeder's number.
Yes.
The child is in your custody already. They should go to court. The man should go to court
Yes.
and file custody.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Feeder cannot look for you to collect your child if your child is not
looking for me, coming every day where I'm working. They will use healers, full police, and they will be chasing me around. I can no longer go out again.
You don't need to cry. You don't need to cry.
Ma,
I said I did with that child because of the age.
yes.
It's spiritual.
Supposed to be with me, and he's
You
happy now.
understand?
He's
5
very
years,
happy
you're
now.
taking the child.
If I ask him, are you going back to Ikorodu? He will say no, I will stay with you,
So
my
they should
mommy.
sort it out in the court.
You don't need to cry.
Another woman cannot take care of my son. I'm not disabled. I work.
You don't need to cry. Okay?
After all I have gone through.
You don't need to cry.
On Friday they came. They came to where I was working. I run away. I used follow backyard and run away. That's how they have been chasing me.
Okay, hold on. It's okay. When you talk, it's okay. Give me phone. Let me call the man. So that the man will come with the group of police here. Let me tell him where the wife is, so that if they want to make the case, to make the case proper, should come and make the case with our office. Yes. And the best bet is should go to court. They don't have any reason to be using police chasing you up and down. If they want you to appear in court, they should contact this office. We'll provide you and the baby in court, but not any other thing. Somebody will just suffer, the woman will suffer and carry a child for 9 months. You will not consider, you will just be dragging children here and there because you want the child to be somewhere and be taken care of. your own stepchildren or whatever. You called him before, right?
Yeah.
And that's why it's not picking. So go and send him text.
Okay.
And the case is in our office. The woman is here. Any number of police that is using to look for the woman, he should tell the police to write us officially. And the best thing now, they should please go apply for custody of his son in the court. We will provide the child and the mother in court when they serve her. They can serve her through our office here. Yes, that you should go to court, go and file it and serve the woman through our office. Wherever she appear, we will take her and the child to that place. You will you wait outside. Once I'm done addressing the public,
Yes.
I'll have a meeting with you briefly with with this lawyer.
Yes.
Then we'll take it off.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, viewers. One thing is, yes, we always want to have fair hearing and also hear from the good parties. But in situation where defendant refuse to show up when invitation have been served, we can't do otherwise. And if the defendant did not appear, the only other way of hearing from the other party is to put call across, which they have called severally before this woman come online. We have the secretary have called put call across to the man severally, and it's also witnessed that have been calling. He did not pick. But for whatever reason, from her statement, the child is still 5 years. And what she went through, she passed through carrying the child as a pregnant woman before she gave birth to the child, and from there to one business or the other, and all this sending money, transferring money. If police has sent her to prison, who jail her is her husband, nobody else. Yes, if she decided to have a secret with the man and eventually things are not going normal, and not that he is even protecting the woman, to transfer money to her account, not one naira is given to her according to her statement, then the whole money again was transferred to his friend account, that she have to go to bank to go and investigate if the 300,000 sent. You are using somebody's account to be doing illicit business, and you said it's your wife, your own wife. You are using her account to transact illicit business. If you have the mind of selling drugs or going into all those kind of business, do it with your core business partners, not innocent person that is not in line with your business. You want to use her as a scapegoat, or you want to use her account and be sending that huge amount of money, whereas she's not a business person, a salary earner. She was not even working. She was fully a housewife. You did not think about the wickedness the man have shown. I was not trying to conclude. We want to hear from him, his own side of the story. But is he complying? Is he ready to come to this office and respond to what she has said so far? Has he even picked our call to respond to our allegation? No. By law, 5 years child should be with the mother, and if she categorically agree that she can take care of the child without even needing a dime from you, which is your responsibility as the father to take care of the child. If you said you can't take care of the child and she want to pick up the responsibility, leave her child for her. You can't be dragging child, suffering her. You deny her access to the child. She cannot come to you. She come to you, it become a threat to your life. Then you see the child, I said, over your dead body. You are now hypnotizing the child, even giving the child a bad orientation about the mom. Is that also proper? So please, we don't tolerate all those nonsense in this office here. If they are looking for her with police, we'll have bigger police office where all the parties will appear, and the superior will listen to everybody, both the man, both the woman, and all that. And which I believe she have not really said much. If she want to say much of what have been going in and what led to the separation, and more details will come in. So we want to hear from the man if he wants to respond. But if you don't want to respond, the only avenue to take custody of your child, if the other person refuse to provide the child, is the competent court. So please, we'll be back. We'll have a brief other important meeting that we want to rush to go. We'll be back much later today. Have a nice day. We'll be carrying you along as far as the case is concerned. Okay? Beautiful people.